Hello, everyone, and welcome to Preparing for Love, Consciously Creating the Love Life of Your Dreams Virtual Summit. My name is Bryn Brown, and my guest today is Beth Gayden. Beth loves to encourage people as they tap into their unique superpowers to deliberately create the artistic endeavors and loving relationships that they yearn for in life. Her passion for assisting people in opening their hearts to creativity and love springs from her own struggles to live and lead with her heart instead of her head. After awakening to the power of an open heart, she rediscovered joy and became an internationally known Amazon best-selling author, speaker, and teacher. As a book writing, creativity, and certified love attraction coach, her mission is to be the catalyst that encourages clients in connecting with their souls, enabling them to write from the heart and utilize creativity to attract love into their lives. Clients have the opportunity to open their hearts and create in ways that align with their unique needs, experiences, and lifestyles during customized VIP days, workshops, virtual retreats, and group or private coaching sessions. She's a graduate of Biola University and Liberty University and resides in Southern California with her family. She would be thrilled to engage with you on your journey as you create, write, and love with an open heart. Now, let's dive in. Welcome, Beth. Thank you so much for joining us for Preparing for Love. I've been working with you to co-host and put this virtual summit together, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you here for our interview today.
Well, thank you so much. It's been great getting to know you and going through the process, and I'm really excited to be here and to share some of what I've learned.
Likewise. So for anyone watching and listening, I would just love for you to dive in and tell us a little bit about yourself, how you came to coaching, and a little bit more about what your coaching practice looks like.
Sure. So originally, what I've been doing for the past about 5 years is I've been working with people in writing books and creativity in general after I wrote a few books. So I got into coaching that way. And then a couple years ago, I found Catherine Alice's work, and I really fell in love with it and her coaching style. And I was just learning so much and seeing such growth and change that I decided to expand my coaching practice into love coaching and then kind of combine it so that we're looking for love and attracting love, or actually more like stop looking for love and attract love, but in a way that's fun and creative, and you can utilize some of the crazy things you think up in your head and use them to attract the love that you really want. So that's how I kind of made the switch, and then I became certified just this year. So I've been working with people throughout the summer, and also some of my book writing clients became love coaching clients. So it's been really interesting to see the shifts and changes in their perspective on love and how it affects their businesses and how they write and their ability to create, or even what they're creating. So it's been really, really fun and interesting to evolve into love coaching.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a clear bridge there, right? Love really does spill over into every aspect of our life. So, but not surprising that it had such a nice segue for you.
Yeah.
I really love that you bring so much creativity into love coaching. And when we're being creative and we're in that creative space, it's really about letting go. And I'm here to talk about letting go to let love in today. So can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so letting go to let love in is kind of where I started, with Catherine's work in releasing a person and letting go overall, not just with the past or the relationships that you've had, but letting go of some of the misconceptions that you've had about what's allowable for you or what you can or can't have. Or like, for instance, one of my clients is a single mom, and she has been for about, her son's 24 now, so for most of his life. And she just really thought that she could only be a mom, that she couldn't have love too. So she had to really get past that idea that a mom couldn't have love. And it took some work and it took some practice, but she was really able to let go of that belief and embrace what she really wanted. And it turns out she wants love and she wants more kids, and she's, this whole new world has opened up to her just because she let go of the idea that she couldn't have both.
Oh, good story.
Mhm.
I love hearing that. But, I know that sometimes people listening, and certainly clients of mine, I'm sure clients of yours, they hold on to these beliefs. They're really difficult to let go because they feel like, oh, it's a lesson I learned and it's there to protect me and I'll never make that mistake again.
Mhm.
Talk a little bit about how someone can learn to let go of some of these beliefs when they feel so strongly, maybe that they're there actually to protect them and keep them safe.
Well, one of the things I like to have my clients do is show appreciation or even thank that belief. Thank it for its role in protecting you, and then release it and let it go. And it doesn't have to protect you anymore. You're safe. It's okay to let go of it and to move on. And you've learned the lesson, and accept that the lessons learned and that there's safety in the soulmate relationship that you're attracting. And when people can really believe that, it makes little bit easier to let go of the protection that they think they have to have around themselves.
Yeah, and even as you're saying this, I'm feeling like such a sense of freedom.
Mm.
Go of those beliefs. How has that manifested for your clients?
Oh, wow. It's been really interesting because, like I said, it's spilled over into other areas of their life. So they're free to do things generally in a lighter way, in a way where they're open to who they are and to what they want, and they get really okay with, yes, I really want this, and that's what's good for me, and it's wonderful, and I don't have to apologize for it, but I can be open to even more than what I'm thinking. So it's an interesting thing that happens when you let go and when you just open up to letting more love in and to loving yourself more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, beautiful. You've spoken a little bit about releasing and letting go. If someone is really in control or they're really resisting letting go, or maybe
Mhm.
don't even really know what that means, where do they start? What can they do? Can you give any tools to help?
Yeah, I think one of the things that they can start with is, again, writing plays a big part in what I like my clients to do is to start writing things down. I know some people have really big struggle with journaling.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's, I have one client that they used to journal, and then a parent or somebody found their journal and read it. So they never felt safe to write things down after that. So it was a struggle to get them to go ahead and write. And, when you get it out of your head and onto paper, there's a few things you can do with it. One, you can really see the magnitude of what you've been feeling it, because sometimes when it's going through your head, you don't quite realize, one, how much or how often it's going through your head, or maybe even how deeply it affects you. So when they get it out, it's healing to see it on paper, and then often to go ahead and destroy the paper that it's on. And some people burn it, some people tear it up and flush it down the toilet. It just depends on what kind of feels good for them for releasing it and letting it go. And then also the other thing I try to stress with my clients is not to beat up on themselves, that it's a process that they're going through, or that it doesn't just make everything magically better from doing it once. So just having that patience with yourself, and being okay with, okay, this might take a few tries, and some days it just may feel better than others, and that's okay, and to go easy on yourself.
Yeah, I love that you bring that up because self-love it's essential for healing a lot of these old wounds,
Hmm.
old beliefs. And I'm sure, and I just want to know how you see the self-love piece, if you could elaborate a little bit on how the self-love does actually help people release these old beliefs and patterns, and what happens if you don't have that self-love in there when you're trying to release.
Oh, well, it helps by, first of all, getting you to really accept yourself, to appreciate yourself, well, for instance, I think of it as I learned to love myself better from being a mom because I thought of,
Mhm.
the different things that I say to myself in my head that there's no way on earth I would ever say to my daughter. So just going through the process of learning to treat yourself better, of learning to appreciate just how wonderful you really are, and then doing actions that express your love for yourself. Because oftentimes we'll do things that show we love somebody else. We might buy them something or cook something for them, or just there's a number of things that we'll do without thinking for somebody
Mhm.
else. But it sometimes it can be a real struggle to do those same type of things for yourself. So getting there and being able to really take care of yourself, and I really think self-love and self-care go hand in hand, gives you the freedom to be more of who you really truly are. And that's how letting go and being who you are opens you up to love even more. Because when you're accepting yourself, you're not so worried about, what your date is thinking of you. You're
Mhm.
just you're just there, and you can be present, and you can enjoy the experience. So that kind of all plays together and brings about freedom and peace of mind and peace in yourself to just go with what is and not worry so much.
Yeah, you said something about being a mom helping you to have more self-love because you realize some of the things that you say to yourself, you would never
Mhm.
say to your daughter,
Mhm.
you would never say to someone you care about. And it's incredible some of the things that feel comfortable to say to ourselves in our mind on loop as we're being critical that we wouldn't
Mhm.
say out loud to anyone. And so I love that that's a huge piece of what you're doing and it lays the foundation. And I'm curious if someone's listening or watching and they aren't really recognizing this within themselves. Can you just, I don't know, just identify some of the common themes that you see or beliefs or patterns or negative self-talk phrases that you experience for your coaching clients that they've been able to overcome?
Yeah, I get a lot of it's always or I never or those
Mm.
kinds of beginnings to statements, whatever they are. And then also it shows up in kind of intending to do something but not following through just for fear. So a lot of the times people are, hmm, they tend to be hard on themselves. A lot of my clients do, and just that process of taking care of. I know some people call it inner child work or
Mhm.
things like that, but looking at themselves and treating themselves the way they would somebody that's little and small and just needs love and protection. So one of the things I have my clients do often is to one of the things that's hard for them is to keep track for maybe just a day or maybe an hour. Sometimes we'll say a day, but after an hour, they realize the magnitude of how often they're saying negative things. So just keep track. And sometimes we'll just do tally marks. Every time you notice you said something that you wouldn't say out loud in front of a child, you could put it that way, then just put a tally mark and count them up. So sometimes people have a lot of them after an hour or so, and they'll be like, I can't do that anymore. And so one, they'll stop tallying, and two, the next time we have a session, we kind of go over, what they're saying and what they're doing, and then we look at ways to reframe it, to put it in either we don't go straight for the exact opposite. We don't try to if you're constantly saying I'm horrible, we don't start saying I'm awesome. We kind of take it incrementally and just get it a little bit better, a little bit softer, and something that's just not so harsh. And then also looking for ways to appreciate yourself. So even if the thing you're appreciating is that I smiled at a stranger today. No, I opened the door. No, I cooked my daughter a dinner that she actually would eat. Anything. Just thinking of something good that you're doing, that you're good at, the ways that you show up as a person, as a friend. Just anything that gets your mind going in the direction that is more positive and more light is really what we try to do and how I help my clients kind of keep going.
I'm actually taking mental notes here because I've never done the tally mark, but I'm such a perfectionist. How powerful that must be for your clients to go through that exercise.
It's really eye-opening.
Yeah, I would say for anyone, for anyone. But even the steps after that, it's, not trying to jump from one extreme to the next, right? You practice hard on yourself over time, and then you have to practice being kind to yourself. So it's so on point, and it's so powerful to move through those exercises. I'm just in awe of what you're offering here. Oh, and I know that you're actually offering something really great for everybody watching. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the thing that I'm offering is kind of two parts. Well, actually, it's a 7-day series, and every day you'll get an email. It might have a little video or a meditation or some silly artwork that I've done, and you'll get a daily email, and it's about 7 days of play and opening your heart to love. So by signing up for the series, you're automatically entered in the quarterly drawing, and the drawing is for a 2-hour session with me where we go into really figuring out what you want and love and creating a vision board for it. So we'll come together on a Skype session, and you'll have all of your pictures, all of your supplies ready, and we'll do a meditation that's personalized for you, and we'll work on your vision board together. So it's really fun, and we also every quarter I give that away to one person that's on the email list.
Amazing. And I have to ask, because I don't consider myself to be a tremendously creative person. So if someone's like me, does this work for them too?
It does. It really does, because what you can do to prepare is just start looking at pictures. Now look at Pinterest. Just start getting ideas about what you might maybe want. It doesn't have to be set in stone. And I've have clients that they've taken pictures off of their board after a while, and they realize, oh, I don't really want that. I want this. And so even if you don't feel recreative, it doesn't have to be something elaborate. It doesn't have to be, very orderly. Some people are very orderly, and it's, it looks almost like a spreadsheet. And other people, it looks like, a collage. So whatever works for you, however your mind works, we just want to get it out of your head and in front of you. So when you see it, you can say, oh yeah, this is the love I'm attracting. This is what my life is going to be like, and have fun with it. So, and that's part of why I give it away quarterly, is because some people don't think of themselves as vision board people. So, and they wouldn't do it otherwise, but if they want it, well, they might as well, right?
Right. Oh, and there's so much power in making your dreams, bringing them out, putting it on paper, whether it's writing or making a vision board. I mean, it makes it tangible. It makes it real. And there's power behind that.
Yeah, and it's fun too. It makes the whole process a little bit lighter. And that's really what I try to do, because I understand that sometimes it feels like so much work because there's so many options and there's so many processes that we can go to, and then it feels like it can begin to feel like another job. But if we
you are so right.
Yeah, just make it a little bit more fun and enjoy it, and let love come to you as you're loving yourself more. Then it's even better.
Just beautiful. That's so beautiful. I love talking. I feel like I could talk all night long. I'm dead serious. If anyone else is feeling the same way and they want more of you, where can we find you?
You can just go to my website, bethgayden.com, and there's a way to sign up for free consultations. There's lots of different things, actually. So I won't even get into it, but if you go there, you'll find me and we can connect and have some fun and help you draw in love.
That's easy, BethGayden.com.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Any final words before we sign off here tonight?
No, the only thing I'd really like to say is just give everybody a reminder that you're so deeply loved. Even if you're not feeling loved right now, or things are hard and it's just or frustrating even, just know that you're loved and you're special and you're wonderful and you deserve love to find you.
I love that. So great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So many pearls of wisdom in there. And BethGayden.com, if you want to get more, definitely take advantage of her free offer here today and get in on that contest. Thanks so much for tuning in to Preparing for Love and being with us here today.
Thank you.
Wonderful night.
Bye.
Bye.